2 games are left on the schedule for the Liberty Flames, and both of them are against ranked opponents. Saturday, Liberty travels to Charleston Southern. The Bucks are as high as 8th in the latest polls. Last week, CSU wrapped up at least a share of the Big South title and an FCS playoff berth. The Flames are holding out hope they can punch their own postseason ticket by winning out.
I know this is the highest they've ever been ranked. I think they're number 8 in the FCS poll right now. So this will be a huge win for us if we can go down there and win. And especially, still talking about the playoffs, if we can get these next 2 wins, they're going to be over ranked opponents.
We're lucky to have the opportunity to face 2 top 10 teams our last 2 games of the season. And with these 2 games, we'll have a chance to make it to the playoffs. So we couldn't ask for anything else.
Can't draw it up any better. All you do is give the glory to God. God planned this to happen in this way, and great opportunities to finish the season in a great way. Like I said, I don't know if it's historically anybody in the FCS, at this point in time, as far as at the end of the season, can state, if we take care of business as far as these 2 games, to say they've beaten 3 top 10 teams in the country.
Liberty's won its last 2 games to get to 5-4. 7 wins are needed to be playoff eligible. Charleston Southern is 8-1 and having one of its best seasons in program history. The Bucks are 5-0 in the Big South, and their defense is number 1 in the country, allowing just 250 yards per game.
Well, they just have great scheme, and they got 2 great defensive ends. So whenever you put those guys one-on-one, they're going to have to make plays for them. So they've been doing that all year against opponents. So Coach Chadwell will have them ready to go this week, I know for a fact. So we're going to have to come ready with a great game plan and just great execution on Saturday.
We started Sunday watching film on those guys, and from looking at them, they're a good defense, good solid defense. They're definitely a physical defense, and they get all 11 hats to the ball every time, every snap. So that's definitely going to be a tough task for us.
The Flames are 19-3 all-time against the Buccaneers, and they've won their last 4 games in North Charleston, including a lopsided affair in 2013. But CSU returned the favor in Lynchburg last year, winning 38-36 at Williams Stadium. Liberty was also missing starting quarterback Josh Woodrum, who was hurt.
His elevation of play in this game better be outstanding, and I think it will. And I expect that out of him. We all do. But I think the want to and the willingness and desire to go win this football game on the road against these guys is going to be, bar none, maybe the best it's ever been.
We go in there with a chip on our shoulders because we owe them from last year. We lost in a game that we should have won. So we go in there and try to get this dub.
Liberty's offense struggled to get going last week against Presbyterian, but made enough plays to win. Defensively, the Flames held the Blue Hose to just 222 total yards. This week, they'll face a Charleston Southern offense that Coach Turner Gill was familiar with long before now.
Kind of remind me a little bit about myself playing and a little bit of Nebraska, of running the option game. They run all the different schemes, and we use the term a G option, meaning they pull the front side guard, and sometimes they hand it to the running back. Sometimes they pull it and they go around the edge. And they go do the play action passes. So they got all the different schemes. They run their basic run plays too, not just the option.
I would tell you that we're going to try to do some new things that we probably haven't done in the past. But when it comes down to option football, being a former linebacker coach, it's normally a big game for the linebackers just because the ball is going to be, it's all about physicality, dive back, quarterback, pitch.
I think they have 4 or 5 really good running backs. They all touch the ball. They all can get the ball and any play with the triple option. The quarterback's good. We just really have to come just ready to tackle and ready to be physical with them.
The Bucks' rushing attack ranks 12th in all of FCS football and 2nd in the Big South Conference, averaging 238 yards on the ground per game. The trio of Darius Hammond, Ben Robinson, and Mike Holloway all rank inside the top 10 in Big South rushing. That trio's combining to put up 190 yards on the ground per game. On Saturday, the Flames will also be trying to win a conference road game for the first time this year. The last time they won a conference road game was their last trip to South Carolina, the 2014 Big South title clincher against Coastal Carolina. Saturday's kickoff is set for 2 o'clock. In Lynchburg for the Liberty Flames Sports Network, I'm Nick Pierce.